English, Standard 12, Unit 3, Poem, Other Words a Stage, from As You Like It, written by William Shakespeare. We learnt about the author William Shakespeare and the introduction of his poem in the previous class. Let us read and understand more. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts, his acts being 7 ages. At first, the infant mewing and bucking in the nurse's arms. William Shakespeare was the greatest playwright, actor, and poet of his era. In his poem, All the World's a Stage, he considers the whole world a stage, where men and women are only mere players, characters. They have their exits and their entrances. This means that all the people take birth and then die after a certain period of time. Every player plays 7 roles during his life. The first stage is that of an infant when he is helpless in his mother's arms. He merely pucks in the nurse's arms. Let us continue reading and get to know the second and other stages of man. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts, his acts being 7 ages. At first, the infant mewing and bucking in the nurse's arms. Then the whining schoolboy, with his satchel and shining morning face, creeping like snail unwillingly to school. Whining means just unwillingness to express or expressing unhappiness. Whining, expressing unhappiness. Unhappiness. So he was not willing to go to school. That's the thing that we have to just understand. Expressing unhappiness. And satchel. A shoulder bag. Creeping, walking slowly. Creeping, walking slowly. Then the whining schoolboy, with his satchel and shining morning face, creeping like snail, unwillingly to school. In the second stage, he is a child who goes creeping like a snail. It means walking slowly, unwillingly to school. He is innocent. He is not willing to learn. He wants freedom. For learning, he must lose his childish quality and blessing while qualifying for another one. So the child, when he becomes a schoolboy, he is unwilling to go to school and he doesn't want to lose his childishness. his childish quality. But still, he goes to school. And then the lover, sighing like furnace, with the awful ballad, made to his mistress' eyebrow. Furnace, place where fire is made. Furnace. Place where fire is made. And awful, that is unhappy. Awful, unhappy. And then the lover, sighing like furnace, with an awful ballad, made to his mistress' eyebrow. The third stage brings before us the lover who sings awful ballads for his beloved. In the youthful age, when man is full of energy and might, he does everything to please his beloved. Even this shift of life, filled with merrymaking and joyous songs, passes so quickly as well. And then the lover, sighing like furnace, with the awful ballad, made to his mistress' eyebrow. Then a soldier, full of strange oaths and bearded like the pard, jealous in honor, sudden and quick in quarrel, seeking the bubbled reputation even in the cannon's mouth. Then a soldier, full of strange oaths and bearded like the pard, oaths, promises, oaths, promises, pard, large cat, bearded like a pard, large cat, like a large cat's that bearded. Then a soldier full of strange oaths, promises, and bearded like the pard, that is bearded like the large cat, jealous in honor, sudden and quick in quarrel, seeking the bubbled reputation. Bubble means empty reputation, that is short-lived reputation, even in the cannon's mouth. So, jealous in honor, sudden and quick in quarrel, seeking the bubbled reputation, even in the cannon's mouth. The young man takes great care of his honor, his reputation as a good man. He seeks bubbled reputation, which means a short-lived glory, even if it means standing in front of the guns. A short-lived glory, even if it means standing in front of the guns. Then a soldier, full of strange oaths and bearded like the pard, jealous in honor, sudden and quick in quarrel, seeking the bubbled reputation, even in the cannon's mouth. Soldier, the fourth stage, arrives swiftly. Soldier, the fourth stage, arrives swiftly. Here man seeks fame, though it is temporary and short-lived. Man seeks fame, though it is temporary and short-lived. He engages his life for it. It alludes how man goes every extreme for temporary success, because success is always temporary. Here the poet wants to say that man goes to the extreme level to reach the success, and which is temporary, which is short-lived. Soldier, the fourth stage, arrives swiftly here, and he seeks fame and honor, And that is, he wants to, though it is very temporary and short-lived, he endangers his life for it. And he just works for, and he goes even to the extreme level for temporary success, because success is always temporary. Then the soldier, full of strange oaths and bearded like the pod, jealous in honor, sudden and quick in quarrel, seeking the bubble reputation even in the cannon's mouth. He is ready to the extreme to stand in front of the guns for the glory, name, and fame, which are short-lived. So man goes to the extreme level to reach the short-lived fame and glory. And shining morning face creeping like snail unwillingly to school the schoolboy. Then the lover sighing like furnace with the awful ballad made to his mistress eyebrow. Then a soldier full of strange oaths and bearded like the pod, jealous in honor, sudden and quick in quarrel. Jealous, longing for honor and glory, sudden and quick in quarrel, seeking the bubble reputation even in the cannon's mouth. So man is seeking the reputation which is short-lived. He thinks that success lasts long, but success is temporary and success is short-lived. Let us continue learning the other stages of man in the next class.